Celebrity Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
I did want to bring this up because it does hit close to home. Jimmy Carter, who's now 99, no longer awake every day.
Aww.
His grandson says he's experiencing the world as best he can. His life isn't how it once was, according to his grandson, Jason Carter, but the former president's loved ones haven't stopped spending time with him. In an exclusive conversation with Southern Living, Jason opened up about the Carter family's experiencing care for Jimmy 16 months into hospice care and why the one-time commander-in-chief chose Plains, Georgia to spend his final days. Looking forward to reading that.
16 months in hospice?
It's a very long time.
That's amazing. He's hanging on. I hope he can make it till October, make it to the 100. October 1st is his birthday.
Absolutely. You know, you and I were talking about Baby Reindeer the other day, and you were saying, I wonder, if it's going to get some nominations. Well, the Critics' Choice Awards, the Top Critics Awards, those nominations came out, and FX and Netflix led the pack with 16 apiece. Pretty big. Usually this is the precursor, for the Emmys. But guess who was leading the pack?
Overall who?
Baby Reindeer.
Oh, really?
Ripley and Shogun. Yep.
You knew.
Huge.
Baby Reindeer would roll.
Yeah. Netflix and FX have said sweeping program of the year. Baby Reindeer, The Bear, Reservation Dogs, Ripley, Shogun, and Hacks. And then outstanding new program, again, Baby Reindeer. So it's going to be interesting to see how all of this unfolds.
I was so curious if Baby Reindeer were a movie, like if they really trimmed it down and got it to a couple of hours, if they would have been up for Oscars.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe.
The acting is phenomenal. I could not believe how good of an actor. The dude's a comedian and had no prior stuff.
Yeah, I thought he was incredible. If you think about traumatic scenes in movies, I think one of the most traumatic scenes in a series, 2007 movie, I Am Legend, when Will Smith's character, Dr. Robert Neville, had to put down his beloved dog, Abby, once she had become infected. Perhaps it was the method acting that made the scene so powerful, but Will Smith admits he admired the dog's acting ability and became so attached, he actually tried to adopt her after the filming was complete.
You could say, hey, Abby, do you see where I left my phone? She'd be like, like she literally could understand you. It was the weirdest thing. Abby was the breadwinner of her family, and she had to stay.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for Will, he wasn't able to take Abby home as she was the breadwinner of her family.
Yeah, dude wanted the highly talented dog just to adopt it.
I mean, come on.
They're like, yeah, no.
Barnes, there's another reboot in the works. Do you remember White Collar?
No.
Yeah, Matt Bomer, he was a con artist. He worked with the FBI. It debuted in 2009. It ran for 6 seasons. But guess what? Every time these shows get on streaming services, remember what happened with Suits on Netflix?
Yeah, they can thank Suits, totally.
Well, all over again now, there's huge interest in this show, reportedly likely to end up streaming on Hulu. We'll see if there is a reboot.
We're just so oversaturated because I missed Suits completely in its first run, and then I picked up on it really late in the game, right before Netflix, and I love that show.
And you know what I just saw dropped on Netflix? Your Honor.
Yes, they're all coming. I mean,
Bryan Cranston, which is going to pick up a whole new audience.
Netflix is just the big behemoth.
Crazy.
They all go there.
Barnes, there's a brand new Hunger Games movie coming. Did you ever watch any of the Hunger Games?
I didn't. Well, I take that back. My daughter did, and I was in the room sometimes. I just couldn't get into it. It's not my thing.
I actually love the Hunger Games, but now there's a prequel coming. This is the person that wrote it, Susan Collins, is putting out a prequel book, The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, next year. This is crazy how people do that. It's like if you want to extend something, go back and do a prequel. And I'm wondering if Woody Harrelson's going to be in this because it's going to follow the story of Hamish Abernathy, played by Mr. Woody Harrelson. Remember the kidnapping story, the Sherry Papini?
Oh, Papini.
I'm sorry, Sherry Papini kidnapping?
Yes, absolutely.
It was the hoax getting the documentary treatment. This was the mysterious 2016 disappearance of Sherry Papini, a 22-day ordeal that resulted in her being found wounded and disoriented on the side of a highway. 22 days later, It's now being made into a 3-part documentary. You know that you and I are going to watch that.
There's questions that just don't make sense.
She told me that she was being drugged, and that's why she doesn't remember everything.
Sherry experienced a lot of childhood trauma.
There's so many sides to her.
You can't fake that kind of stuff.
I've already seen the Dateline, the 48 Hours, the this, the that, and I will watch this.
Yes, a 3-part. It's called Perfect Wife: The Mysterious Disappearance of Sherry Papini. Premiering, it's already got a date, soon, June 20th, on Hulu. Wow.
Just get me through the summer, man. The summer TV just sucks.
Well, I told you there's a lot of new things that have dropped on Netflix you should watch.
I need to get in there. I just get stuck on all these reality shows and I get, hung up for weeks.
What's your favorite new reality show? Do you have one?
Well, there's not anything new that has captivated me yet. Nothing new.
I know that I would hear about it.
Well, what's the one? There's one that Heather's watching and I've tried, but the host just drives me nuts. The Traitor? Do you know that one?
I haven't heard about that.
People love it. It's all these old, past reality people that start battling it out for whatever. I've tried multiple times. I can't get into it. I need a new show.
All right. Well, I have this story for you. The iconic house from Full House is back on the market. If you want to live in your sitcom dreams, it's going to cost you. It's in San Francisco. Asking price $6.5 million. It last went on sale in 2020 for $5.35 million. Back when Full House creator Jeff Franklin said it, if you do want to buy it for the nostalgic vibes, you might be a little disappointed because the outside of the house was used for some shots in the show, but the inside of the home is apparently completely different because the interior shots on Full House were filmed on a stage in Hollywood.
And that house would be $500,000 in Atlanta. I don't know how these homes that market it that way, but then they're like, oh, you're going to be let down because you're not going to recognize anything inside.
Why do people want to hold on to stuff like that?
I don't know why you would want to.
I guess it's the nostalgia vibe.
Yeah. Or I'd like people to buy it and not know that it's that house and then realize it later. I'd be more excited.
Right. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, that animated Stranger Things show has officially kicked off production. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this. The creators of Stranger Things shared their excitement about the new show back in April. We've always dreamed of an animated Stranger Things in the vein of the Saturday morning cartoons. That should be absolutely thrilling. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.